Hello, hello, hello. Welcome for another episode of Market Leader Live. Hey, it's your host with the most, your main man, Darren M. Palmer. Excited to be with you again, where I get to interview titans of industry. Today, we got my man, Phillip Robinson on, aka Phenom. Say hello to the people, Phillip.
How's it going, everybody? Happy to have you.
Awesome, 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 man. We're excited to be with you, man. For those who are unaware that we made the big announcement today, we're excited, extremely excited to be able to have the Phenom himself as the engagement coordinator for Self Publishing 30 Days. It was a no brainer. I have been able to watch this gentleman and his work ethic, to see how he carry himself. He's a person who's not only a hearer, but he's a doer of what he learns. And so, man, we're glad to have you. And also, I want to give a shout out to Taj Deshaun, the VP of Self Publishing 30 Days, who did the connection. So, if you don't mind, I just want to go. If you don't mind, Phenom, if you could just share a little bit about yourself and and who you are, and we'll go from there.
First of all, I want to say thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure and it's a blessing. Thank you, everybody, also for tuning in. A little bit about myself, Phenom. That's my brand. That's what I go by. It's not just a name; it's an acronym. It stands for Preparation, Hustle, Education, Network, Overcoming Mentality. I started that brand a couple of years ago when I had quit my jobs, and so I wanted to really get into just understanding how to inspire people. Now I started to understand that it comes from being a better version of myself. And by always becoming a better version of yourself, you also inspire other people to do the same thing. I'm 26 years old. I do a little bit of everything, so much that it's sometimes hard to know what I do. That was like the first question I think you asked me when we were on the phone. You were like, "So what do you do?" I'm a success coach for a nonprofit organization for the youth. I'm a photographer, freelancer. I'm a freelance ESPN Plus producer. I work in tech sales. I'm a day trader, podcaster, author. While we're here, and just I'm a life enthusiast. Like I love to just enjoy life to the fullest.
Awesome. Yeah, and I appreciate you sharing that, Phenom. I love the way I love your work ethic because, especially in today's society where there's a lot of people who feel entitled. They just think because I wake up, somebody owed me something, and so just to be able to hear you and not only be able to see you, I know it's a project that you were working on for as a co-author project, and I was able to watch your social media platform. I was like, man, this guy gets it. I mean, he's out there. He's sharing information. He's being informative. He's helping people. He's assisting them. He's guiding them. He's not just sitting around looking around and hoping somebody see a flyer and just join up with him. He's putting the work in it. And so these are the things that I think that those who are listening tuned in today, I want you to pick up from Phenom too as well. He's not, as the great Aaliyah once said, age isn't nothing but a number, ain't nothing but a number. And when we
Okay.
look at this, even though he's 26 or whatnot, he's not allowing his age to get in the way of him reaching for his destiny. So even though he's sifting through, he utilizing the skill set that God has blessed him to have, he's finding a way to add value to people. And so, Phenom, can you please share, where does that come from, man? The thought process to continue to add value to people.
I think it really stems from understanding nobody can get anywhere they want to alone, and there always has to it helps to have somebody push you and guide you along. You can always get somewhere by yourself, but if you have somebody to help you, you can get there 10 times faster. So I want to be that person for, not just one person, but hundreds and thousands of people, but I also understand I can't individually give my time to 1,000 people, all at once. So, the way that I do that is I try to create different type of content, whether it's my podcast, my book, just my just showing my daily life activities on social media. And for the right person, they'll pick up on what I'm doing and they'll implement what they need to do for their life because it's not a one shoe fits all. Like I was talking to Taj, speaking to Taj, we were talking about how, sometimes you just have to be able to pick up from certain pieces of what somebody's doing and implement it to yourself because we're all our own special individual. And what you may be doing is not going to work for me. but I can take note of what you're doing and tweak it and make it my own. So I just always hope that people are able to pick that up.
Awesome, man. And I appreciate you sharing that because if you don't understand that, it's not a one shoe fit all. Whether it's, your nutrition, whether it's your workout regimen, whether it's the actual business that you're into, whether it's the
Yeah.
occupation that you're into. If you're the type of person you can't stand blood, you might not want to be a RN, even though you
Mm,
might like the money and the revenue and the work schedule. But at the same time, if that's not your thing, it could be insurance, it could be websites, whatever that is for you, investing. You have to know your own lane. And, so I want to ask the question, if you don't mind. You are an author.
mhm.
Okay. So if you don't mind, I want to, ask and just see what is your thoughts on, for somebody who's looking at starting to be an author. uh, could you give them a step far as what should they start off doing first? Would you recommend that they just, what are some of the things that you learn in your process?
Take your phone, open up the voice memo, and just start talking. Upload it to an online service and just have it written out, because I think that a lot of people get too caught up in the process of writing, and their thoughts it could be fleeting. So whenever they have an idea, whenever you have an idea, the person listening to this right now, just take out your voice memo and just start recording, and just upload them so they're safe, kept somewhere. And that will eventually take care of itself. And just use it as momentum to continue to push you to the next step. But that will be the first thing. Whenever you have a thought or idea about getting started with your book, don't worry about getting to a computer or having a journal nearby. 99% of people are going to have their phone near them. Just open up the voice memo and just start talking.
Come on, man. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. That's the type of advice that's able to get people to where they want to be. Just think about it, people. Use what you already have, literally and figuratively, in
Hmm.
your hand. In your hands, you have the device, you have a mechanism that can allow for you to allow for that dream to come true.
Hmm.
For those, I like to use this analogy or this example, Phenom, of people who are thinking that they need to be in Havana, Cuba, looking out of a window in a perfect little spot that they want to write from with their favorite rum, cigar, or coffee or water, whatever it may is, whatever that alkaline regimen is for you. They want to have what they want to have, and then they think they're just going to just have a peaceful moment and just write this beautiful and wonderful best-selling manuscript.
Hmm.
Okay, that is not what's going to happen for majority of us. Could it be some lotto winners out there who are able to participate in that great example that I just gave? Yes, those are some lotto winners. There are people who win the lottery. But for most of us, you're going to have a strategy. And why not do the things that Freedom just shared with us of operating with the utensil? I mean, you operating with the gadget that you have or your phone in your hand. Don't allow for the task to be daunting. Allow for it to be doable, D squared. Keep that in mind when you're looking
Hmm.
at moving to the next level. And once again, just look at it. That is the small win. It's a series of small wins. And so if
Yep.
you start compounding those, just like you would with an interest rate, just like you would with your bank account, or even if it's deposited into someone who you love and adding value to a relationship, it's going to have the law of reciprocity is going to take place. You're going to see a ROI, return on your investment, because now all of a sudden you're looking at it and like, oh my goodness, I have a manuscript here. Now, will it still need editing? Will it still need interior design and things like that? Yes. But
Most
you're not
definitely.
looking at a blank screen or blank notebook paper. So, man, Phenom, man, I appreciate you sharing that. Also, I want,
Well,
go ahead,
hold
go
on
ahead.
real quick. I want to add on to that. Hold on. So something I learned from one of my mentors is we need to figure out always our MVPs. So our minimum viable product. And once I understood that concept, it really changed the game for me. And it stopped me from overthinking. And overthinking, it stops a lot of people. Um, and what an MVP is, for those of you listening that may not know, is just figuring out what is the bare minimum that you need to get started. I wish I could share my screen and go like exactly to where I have it in my computer. But I was at work one day at an elementary school and I had an idea for a podcast. And I just pulled open my voice memo on my phone and started recording with my phone. And I was recording my with my computer as well. So people can see like I'm in my work attire in the closet recording this podcast episode. But best believe people are gonna get the value from that episode once it got uploaded. I didn't want to overthink the process because it's the content that matters. I didn't need a fancy, my microphone that's here. I didn't need a, really nice editing software. I just need my voice to be heard. And that's what a lot of people need to realize, that a lot of times, like you said, they already have what everything that they need is always right inside them. So I just want to piggyback off that real quick.
Oh man, that's amazing. And so I love that. And we have a saying down south, Phenom, we're gonna have to, in Texas anyway, is that that we shoot first and we aim later. And so when I love that about you, your approach is like you execute.
Mhm.
You what can I do? I don't need to find a way to be hindered. I don't need to have to. Don't get me wrong, for those out there, I don't want to get in hate mail. Well, you need to have a plan. I did not say you don't have to write it down and make it plain. I didn't say that. But what I am saying is that what you can do,
Mhm.
do. Okay, it's okay to tweak it. It's about progression over perfection.
Mm.
And most people will continue to write a plan after a plan after a plan after a plan, but they won't execute on one step of the plan at all. And some things you won't actually know that you need to do until you take a step. And so I want those of you out there to understand that. Just you have to take a step and then you can say, oh, wait a minute, let's recalibrate because we see that we need to tweak this particular area or we need to handle this particular part right here. Or we found out something that we wouldn't have never found out in the infancy stages. There's no way that we could have foresaw this is something that we need to address. But that could be the aha moment. That could be the epiphany that allow for you to go to higher heights and deeper dimensions. And so I love what you're sharing there, Phenom, when you share that as well. And I want for people, they see the things that you're doing, and if your role as an engagement coordinator and helping people, why make the partnership? Why make the move with connecting with self-publishing 30 days? Can you share that for those who are wondering, like, okay, well, why is he even a part of the team? Why did he join the team? Can you speak to that?
Yeah, like you said earlier, it was a no-brainer on both ends. I love storytelling. I believe that storytelling is the base of learning. It's the base of connection for everybody. I also love how here there's a community of authors and understanding the importance of having your voice and your story told. And so previously, when I wrote my first two books, it wasn't the best experience, but then I came across you all, and so it was just a completely different environment experience. And so I wanted to be able to help people get their voice heard and their story told efficiently, effectively, and professionally as well, because I know what being an author can do for anybody. So I want to be able to put people in that same position to transform their career.
Awesome. Yeah, that's amazing. And and one of the things is, if for those who have heard any of our shows or anything that we do at Self Publishing 30 Days, our core value and our mission statement is just one of our core values. And our mission statement is create win-wins for not only us, but those who we serve. So that's one reason that I knew that we had that connection, is because that's something that's a core value of yours. You definitely believe in helping people. You believe in adding value to them. And you're creative and you execute, like so I was like, oh man, like this is going to be a great lineup. What I'm saying? When I saw that, I was like, okay, hey, let's roll. Let's get this gentleman here. So I just wanted to be able to be respectful of your time, and I just wanted those who are a part of the self-publishing 30 days community and those who we worked with in the past and those in the present and even those in the future to be able to have this video, and to be able to have the rebroadcast of this and to be able to catch it live, to be able to see, okay, hey, this is who Phenom is. This is why we call him Phenom, for one. You know, saying for those who was like, well, why did I call him by his government name? Well, why did I call it? It's like, hey, this is the reason, you know, you were able to share the acronym behind it too, the
Mhm,
meaning. I'm real big into believing in, you know, wherever you have people who operate in a purpose, it leads to passion, which fuels you. So that allows for you to put the work in that it seems like you're not working, but you're working all the time because you're being fueled by what you're doing. And it leads to profit, allows for you to profit by the people that you help serve. And then also wherever you interact with enough positive impact, it leads to an intersection with income. So it leads to profitability with lives being transformed, people being encouraged. And I wanted to share this phenom. I just heard today where a client that was reaching out and was just in tears. You know, and this is a grown man that was in tears because of, you know, being able to have that story shared, to have a dream and to see like, wow, I've dealt with some headaches before. I had, it's just similar like to you. I had experiences with publishing companies that wasn't ideal. It wasn't favorable. And, you know, now even had to invest money to even get out of contracts with people to be able to
mhm,
have full rights and control of my project. So when it comes to engagement, when it comes to getting the message out that there are people who really want to help you share your story with the world, who want to see you win, and not just telling you just random stuff how to upload, but giving you a B square method, a book to business method that allows for you to leverage the book as the appetizer in your business and your nonprofit or your life as the main course,
mhm.
then I know that's something that is just transformative. You know what I'm saying? Not only for that person, not only for us, but for generations to come, because the content that's written, no matter what the medium will be in the future, you know, books will still be here, you know, until the
Mhm.
end. And so, you know, I thank you, Phenom, for coming on. And, you know, if you don't mind, share with the people too, how can they follow you? How can they connect with you?
Twitter, Instagram, TikTok is all Phenom Speaks with an S. That is also my website as well, phenomspeaks.com. And yeah, that's pretty. You'll find everything you need to know from that. So yeah, Phenom Speaks.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Phenom, man, I really appreciate you coming on. I thank you for the time. And people, this will not be the last time. I know some were like, well, y'all didn't go long enough.
Nah,
Hey, this will not be the last time.
this
Believe
is
it
an
or not.
appetizer.
That's it. It's just an appetizer. Okay, we can't give you the full course meal right now, but it's
Uh,
coming. Believe me, it's coming. You're gonna get your fair share. You're gonna let this gentleman will be able to come and pour into you and do some of the things that's been laid on his heart to be able to do. And also, we're just looking forward for those people who are crossing the finish line, who are becoming authors. You know, our mantra: this is the year for your new book. So if you need help, if you need assistance with sharing that book with the world, don't hesitate. Reach out to us at self-publish in 30 days.com or reach out to us on any social media platform. We will love to help you, love to assist you. Connect with Phenom. Phenom will be able to get you in the right hands or whatnot, with him being the engagement coordinator, to make sure that we guide you and we're assisting you to be able to allow for your dreams to come true. But Phenom, man, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you for coming on today. Any parting piece of advice before we close out?
um, Parting piece of advice. Understand that if you have a set schedule every single day to just improve, not I'm not even going to say improve, just get one task done every single day. See where your life is a year from now. Just one thing. It doesn't have to be big because we overthink that, but just get one thing done every single day, and you'll be a lot further in a year.
Woo! 365 degrees better.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's so that's how that works. Just one. Just
Mhm.
one. You know, not 100, just one. And you'll have an increase over 300%. So until next time, thank you, Phenom. Gratitude, my brother. It's a privilege
Thank you
and
for having
honor
me. It was a
to be
pleasure.
able to be around great minds, great people. You know, those who are out there, I know you say like, Darren, why are you saying that? I am a lifetime learner. And so I'm learning from everyone what to do and what not to do. And so by having people that's able to guide you on what to do around you, it allows for, iron sharpens iron. It allows for you to be able to have a greater reach because it's not all about you. For those leaders, this is Market Leader Live. And so I want to lead to encouraging someone who's listening to this. Get the right people around you. Have the right people be a part of your team. Get people that inspire you. You don't have to be the inspiration. Not saying that you can't have an inspirational life, but you want to have a team of people that's adding value. And that's what I'm so grateful for here at Self Publishing 30 Days, because it's not a one type person that's doing everything. It's value added by everybody that's on the team. So Phenom, thank you for those who tuned in and tuned in today. You all are the real MVPs. Until next time, if you want change, be the change. Be blessed and be great. And remember, this is the year for your new book.